Good evening and welcome back to Void 1680 AM. I am, as always, your program director, coming at you on a, frankly, pretty rainy night in San Antonio, Texas. If you're returning to the program, welcome back. We're glad to see you. If you're new to the program and wondering what the hell's going on here, I'll tell you. We here at Void 1680 AM routinely rebroadcast shows from our affiliate stations. What that means for you is fresh playlists, fresh callers, fresh DJs, and fresh points of view delivered to you on a regular basis. If that sounds good to you and you're following along on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel because we give ample notification of all upcoming shows. We are, in fact, booked through the end of the year, so that's plenty of radio coming your way. If you'd like to hop on and become an affiliate yourself, check the show notes for a link to Void 1680 AM, which includes complete instructions for setting up your radio station, building a playlist, fielding callers, and submitting your show for a broadcast just like this one. Of course, you don't have to submit your show for a broadcast, but I do recommend the experience, because you never know who needs to hear what it is you have to say. Finally, in the show notes is a link to the Void 1680 AM Discord. Come on in, ask for tips, swap some music recommendations, expand on the lore of your favorite DJs and stations, or spitball some of your own. We'd love to have you. And with that out of the way, you've probably noticed it's Labor Day weekend. Whatever your work or school situation is, I hope you're able to take a couple minutes to yourself. Enjoy yourself, relax, recharge. Me, I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm going to the movies. To go see The Toxic Avenger, his name be praised. It just got me thinking about going to the movies in general. Ways of going to the movies, context for seeing movies. I like the experience, I like the ritual, I like the quiet, I like the dark. I like strangers who are tuned into something and only having to pay attention to one damn thing. I never got much experience with the drive-in theaters, though. I dimly remember them when I was young, going to them, seeing them from the highway, but never really experiencing the way that they were built. Good news, because tonight's DJ is coming from just such a place. It seems that DJ Brian Transplant is working overnights at a drive-in theater, and when the projector turns off, the transmitter turns on, and he comes to us live now. So, without further ado, take it away, DJ.
The moon's up in the sky, the projector's been turned off, the film's back in the can, the last of the cars have just left the parking lot, even the one that needed the jump start. You know what that means. I'm Brian, and it's time for post-credits. Now, people always ask me, Brian, how do I get my own radio show? And I say, well, you could go to broadcasting school and really put in the work and put together a nice demo tape, go around, see if there's a market that might want to pick you up on the radio, or you can do what I did, get a job in a drive-in, cleaning it up after everybody's left. And since that radio transmitter is just sitting right there, it'd be a shame to waste it, right? So as I said, I'm Brian. This is DRVN Radio. That is drive-in and not Draven. The only crows around here just eat the leftover popcorn and occasional French fries. I don't think they're really keen on bringing you back from the dead. But what's got you up at the dead of night? What has you up at this ungodly hour? Maybe you're just starting work like I am. Maybe you're just coming home off of a long shift. Maybe, just maybe, there's something keeping you up, or someone. So I want to hear all about it. I want to hear what you're up to right now. Go ahead and call 972-656-9767. Again, that number is 972-656-9767. But you know what? You didn't tune in to hear me babble all night. You want to hear some music, don't you? Something to keep you up. Something to keep you energized. So here's a quartet of colorful characters that you probably don't want to meet this time of night. Or maybe you do if you like living dangerously. I don't judge. It's Madison, Wisconsin's very own Masked Intruder with Stick 'em Up.
Come on, Simone.
That was New York City's own power pop trio Joy Buzzer with Simone. Before that, Even in Blackouts, In a Letter Never Sent. And of course, starting out that block of music, Masked Intruder with Stick 'em Up. All three songs are about longing, if you think about it. With Simone, they know exactly what words to use, but it doesn't matter. Maybe someone's not sticking around, maybe she is. We never got an answer to that. Even in Blackouts, they know exactly what words to use, but they never sent that letter. And of course, Masked Intruder, they're just longing for your valuables in your wallet. But what are you longing for? Once again, I want to know what has you up at this hour. And got a call coming in, and it's somebody who prefers to remain anonymous. She said that she just had to stop talking to a friend after a long friendship. She says that she feels like the friend wasn't who she thought she was, that she feels confused, she feels hurt, she feels conflicted, she feels guilty about a lot of this, and it's a familiar situation, I think, to a lot of people. More people than would like to admit it. Sometimes friendships go cold, sometimes people are not who you originally believed them to be, and here's a song about exactly that, by request. It's Green Day. That's right, Green Day. Don't look at me like that. With J-A-R, or Jar, or Jason Andrew Relva, depending on how you're feeling about it. And it's a song that Mike Dirnt wrote about a friend of his that also went down a familiar dark path. In fact, that's Mike that you can hear singing at the very end of the track. So now that I know what's keeping one of you up, I gotta know the rest. Go ahead, keep those calls coming in. Tell me what's got you up so late. Tell me anything, honestly. It'll give me something to do in between scraping out the hot dog roller and reloading the nacho cheese dispenser. For the time being, here's some Green Day.
Drove off the other day. Now he's gone and all they say is you gotta live 'cause life goes on. And now I see I'm mortal too. I can't live my life like you. Gotta live it up while life goes on. And I think it's alright that I do what I like, 'cause that's the way I wanna live. It's how I give, and I'm still giving. Now I wonder about my friend, if he gave all he could give, 'cause he lived his life like I lived mine. If you could see inside my head, then it's not to understand the things I value in my heart. I think it's alright that I do what I like, 'cause that's the way I wanna live. It's how I give, and I'm still giving. You know that, I know that, you're watching me. And I think it's alright that I do what I like, 'cause that's the way I wanna live. It's how I give, I'm still giving. Gotta make a plan, gotta do what's right. Can't run around in circles if you wanna build a life, but I don't wanna make a plan for a day far away. While I'm young and while I'm able, all I wanna gonna do it.
offered him some rocks and all Valium and Vicodin. He said, what's my stepmom's deal? Is she messing messing or is she for real? He said, what's my stepmom's deal? If it deals that she deals and I don't know how I feel. Scotty went to the welcome home party. His stepmom threw and his dad recovered. When he showed up, there was a line out the door. But they weren't his dad's friends, he soon discovered. Scotty and his dad just looked on as things got kinda weird. And when his stepmom offered him a Klana pin, he said, I think I'll have a beer. He said, what's my stepmom's deal? Is she messing or is she for real? What's my stepmom's deal? If her deals how she deals and I don't know how I feel. And Scotty's dad said, son, she ain't so bad. And Scotty said, hey, it's not like you're the greatest dad. But anyway, what's my stepmom's deal? Is she messing or is she for real? What's my stepmom's deal? 'Cause I really don't know how to feel. What's my stepmom's deal? If her deals how she deals and I don't know how I feel. If her deals how she deals and I don't know how I feel.
Are you still awake? Did you fall asleep with the radio on? That's okay. It happens to the best of us. That was Worthington's Law with What's My Stepmom's Deal? Before that, XTC with Majors and Generals. So unhappy unless they got a war. And of course, Green Day starting off that block of music. Had another woman call in say that she had the most baffling dream, and it actually involved a drive-in. She said that she was stuck up in front of a drive-in screen on that little tiny ledge that they have in front of it, and she couldn't figure out how to get down. There wasn't a ladder, and she kept asking people for help over and over again, but they thought she was just part of the in-show entertainment, and so all they did is laugh and honk their horns. And she's calling to ask me what I think that dream means. And I gotta be honest, that's a new one on me. But if I had to guess, I'd say that you're feeling unseen or unheard. You have needs or wants that you feel are being unaddressed. And there's not much I can do about that but keep playing the music and keep taking calls. Regrettably, I'm not a shrink. I'm just a guy who pushes around a mop and waxes philosophical. Now, I did hear that some of you are up this late because you got long drives ahead of you. And so I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of driving music. This was originally by the Muppets, but here's a cover version by Chicago's own Alkaline Trio. It's Moving Right Along off the Green album.
Moving right along in search of good times and good news with good friends you can't lose. This could become a habit. Opportunity knocks once, let's reach out and grab it. Yeah. Together we'll nab it. We'll hitchhike, bus, or yellow cabot. Cabot? Moving right along. Footloose and fancy free. Getting there is half the fun. Come share it with me. Moving right along. We'll learn to share the load. We don't need a map to keep the show on the road. Hey, that song is starting to sound better, Danny. Moving right along, we've found a life on the highway. And your way is my way. So trust my navigation. California, here we come, the pie in the skyland. Palm trees and warm sand. And sadly, we just left Rhode Island. We did what? Just forget it. Moving right along. Hey, LA, where have you gone? Send someone to fetch us, we're in Saskatchewan. Moving right along. You take it, you know best. Hey, I've never seen the sun come up in the west. cars and life with the top down. We're storming the big town.
Yeah, storm is right. Should it be snowing?
No, I don't think so. Moving right along.
Do I see signs of men?
Welcome all the train postage, come back again. Moving right along.
That's town.
Footloose and fancy free.
You're ready for the big time.
Is it ready for me? Moving right along. Moving right along. Moving right along.
It's DRVN Radio with your pal Brian. And we are pals, aren't we? We're friends, right? I'm your late night buddy. I hope so, because I gotta talk with you. I gotta level with you. Please, for the love of Klaus Kinski, do not call the drive-in information line trying to get a hold of the show. That is an answering machine. All it's going to tell you is that we have a 2-for-1 sale on popcorn every Thursday. It's going to tell you what our upcoming movies are and our hours of operation. And hey, you know, if you want to listen to that, then be my guest, go ahead. But if you're trying to get me to talk about your issues, play your request or whatever, once again, that's 972-656-9767. 972-656-9767. You've got it locked into 87.1 FM or 1680 AM, depending on where you're tuning in from or on what kind of radio you have. And the request line lit up. I've got another caller. Says that he's just starting a long shift. Misses being out in the daylight, misses his friends, misses his family, has to sleep all day. And he's still getting used to it. It's still a burden on him. And he wants to hear something kind of bright and sunny and cheery to kind of get him through that shift. And you know what? I've got a perfect song for that. It's a wonderful ska band called Poindexter with 11 to 8. And it's all about having that one friend that you call during your lunch break because ain't no one else awake. So here's Poindexter.
Like to dance. When do you burn? When I get the chance. Let's hear it one more time for the people in the back. Why do you burn it? 'Cause I like to dance. When do you burn it? When I get the chance. Yeah, when I get to the club, I walk in just like I'm the Fonz. And then I punch that stupid jukebox till it plays your favorite songs. Then I find the merchandisers, let the joystick move the claw. I want a Utah Jazz jersey wearing bare for you to carry through the
finger trap. I will stick my finger in if you will stick your finger in. And then before this night is through, you and I will be bugging the clerk for a pair of scissors to cut this fucked up puzzle right in two. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. She was a mess at 17, running down a dream, stuck in this endless empty feeling. Give it a rest, chasing the girls around. Her lonely heart was a ghost town. They said, son, you better settle down and let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. Now in come the drugs and the booze, razors, wrists and self-abuse. Trapped like a rat, got nothing left to lose. She wanted a dress like all the other girls, a head full of curls. They said, son, you can't always get what you want in this world. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want.
And so it is, another broadcast coming to an end. But this is not farewell, it's just so long for now. You know where I'll be, you know where on the dial to find me, and hey, if you ever wind up at the Constellation Drive-In, go ahead and tell them that Brian sent you. That was We Are the Union with Morbid Obsessions off of their album Ordinary Life, and got to see them perform this live at St. Andrews Hall. And Reed Wolcott, the lead singer, she said that her dream was to headline St. Andrews and finally got to make it happen. And I just felt so blessed being in the audience to see that. I think the energy in that entire place was electric. And then right after they were done with that, all four bands on that tour got on stage, did Operation Ivy's sound system together, which was just an amazing way to send everybody home. Before that, it was Wicked Bears with Lucky out of Salt Lake City. And Poindexter, of course, 11 to 8. And of course, during that last block of music, I had time for one last caller. It was a young man, probably way up past his bedtime. Says that he's a long-time listener, which means that your parents obviously are doing something very wrong or very right. But he said that that was his first time hearing Lucky by Wicked Bears, and he sometimes does not feel so lucky. He says that he's got some big plans, some big dreams, some things that he would love to do, but every time he works toward those things, it just never quite goes the way that he wants. And I mean, I think that's the thing about creation, is that it does wind up being a series of compromises. And what I would tell you to do is pare down your vision a little bit. If you can't make the big, amazing thing right now, what can you create? What can you build with what you have right now? If it's just you flying solo, then do what you can. If you have a team with you, then figure out who can do what and build from there. And, you know, it might not be that big earth-shattering thing that you thought it was going to be, but as the saying goes, perfect is the enemy of good, and good is the enemy of done. And speaking of done, that's about all the show that I've got for you tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, but I'm going to leave you with one more song. It's the Newbound Turks off of their album Scared Straight with Rest Your Hands. That is rest with a W, as in to forcibly pull away, not rest with an R, as in to let them lay idle. I've got a long time before I can let my hands lay idle. I've got so much more concession stand to clean, and then I got to start working on the lot. You guys get really creative with your popcorn buckets. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in once again. You have a good rest of your night, and whatever's keeping you up, I hope it doesn't keep you up too much longer. I've been Brian. This has been DRVN Radio. Here's the Newbound Turks.